I have a recipe. My keto bread. I'm going to show you what I do for my keto bread every morning. Or not every morning, but a lot of mornings. So that's 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm making the recipe double because I can. I used to make it in a mug, and now I make it in these microwave safe containers in a bigger size, so I can get 2 sandwiches out of it. Now I put baking powder first because I can get it mixed in better if I put it in at the beginning. That was in. Put some everything bagel seasoning because that's my favorite seasoning. And I've tried other seasonings, but I like everything bagel. And it gets 2 eggs. Because I'm doubling it. The single recipe is 1 egg. Now, 4 tablespoons is 1 recipe. Since I'm making it double, I'm going to put 8. There's the 3rd one. 4 tablespoons is a 1/4 cup. So I could just make a 1/2 cup, and that would mean my almond flour is doubled. There we go, done. Now it needs a good mix, and those are all the ingredients. It's not hard. And no yeasting and no nothing like that. It has a bit of a texture like, let me move this little box. I don't like that sound. The texture is a bit like English muffins, and I enjoy that. If you like English muffins, you will likely love this keto bread. When I put it in the microwave, I need to cook it for 2 minutes. The one recipe needs to go in for 1 minute. But if you double it, you have to double the time. I've tested it a few times to see. But these bowls are Glad reheatable, microwavable bowls. So I started using these the other day, and because I was craving a tomato sandwich, and I wanted to be able to have like a slices of bread to eat it on. And I can like cut it in half, and then I have enough for 2 sandwiches if I cut it in the middle and then cut it through horizontally as well. And the butter is enough that it won't stick. It won't stick to the bowl. It will drop right out onto a plate usually. So this is it. So there we go. There. Now it goes in, and I like that it has a little flecks of butter in it still. That's where the holes are going to be, like in my husband's English muffins. Okay, now put it in the microwave. Wow, this microwave needs a wipe. A lot of hands have been on it. So put it in here. 2 minutes. Now I'm gonna go get a washcloth. Now I get my bread out. This is what it looks like on the top. And it drops right out. And I'm gonna let it cool just a little, and then it'll slice really well for sandwiches. It has a very awesome texture, and it's soft. And it takes 2 minutes to cook. Now, my mind my thoughts have arrived at a hole. Like Swiss cheese has holes, my mind does too. Now and then, my thoughts arrive at a hole. And I can't remember what I was going to eat on it. But I'll show you how I prepare it anyway. Now, I have a knife. I think I'm just going to try toasting it today. First, I'll cut it like this because it's easier to cut it horizontally if it's cut vertically first. Okay, so on the horizontal, Bismillah. There. And then I'll put it in the toaster and see how that works out. Bismillah. Come on, cut. Oh. It's a trick. I'm not steady with my hands. I'll go in all directions. But there. I'm gonna go stick it in the microwave and see how it goes. So there is my crummy little toaster. I need to give it a wipe. It's been used a lot. When I bought a toaster, I bought one with 4 holes because we use a lot of toast. So give it a wipe, get some of the crumbs off, and try toasting it. I've never tried toasting it before. I've toasted it in a skillet before with butter, but I don't know how it will do in the toaster. We're gonna test it now. What do you know? It toasted. It really toasted. And it's more sturdy, just like any bread. Whoops. Yeah, it got toast marks, just like any bread does. Wow, it shrunk a little, like any bread does too. It just dried up some of the liquid that was in it. So now I can go make myself some toast with butter. And I'll save the other in a Ziploc bag for later. Yep, that's it. Got my butter. Ooh. Yes, this butter is out of the fridge. I should have brought it out sooner, but I think I have a little bit over there that's still soft, but that's okay. We like to keep a stick of butter out to be soft and ready. So I finished that show on Netflix, Prison Break. That was a good show. It went in multiple directions. And it was good. In the beginning, the beginning wasn't all as exciting as it moved on. As the show moved on, it became more exciting and more, yeah. Well, that's my toast with butter. Bismillah. Mmm. Mmm. It's good to have toast with butter. For breakfast, I already had my coffee. I think I'm gonna get another cup of coffee. I'm very happy because this week my kids have fall break. I've been very busy because coffee, Bismillah. I have 4 kids. Oh, always, we always need mom to do something. And we transitioned a 5th kid into the family, a pregnant one. So we have more responsibilities. But I can't wait to see that baby. Mmm. So good. This is every keto dieter's dream, is to have a slice of toast with anything, whatever you want on it. My husband eats this fig jam from one of the Arabic stores. It has sugar added, of course, so I wouldn't eat it, but there are things that don't have sugar added. But just to be able to have a piece of toast with butter. See how I meant that the little holes are inside? Like an English muffin? That's from the little bits of butter. They melt and leave a hole. Mmm. Mmm. And this will make me full. It has my protein and my fat in it. And sometimes I'll eat this bread with kimchi. I like it that way. Mmm. Yummy. So good. Now I need a Ziploc bag for the other 2 slices. And I won't toast them. I'll probably have a tomato sandwich with it later. I've never made enough to save for later. I used to make like 1, and then in the past couple of days I made a double recipe, but I would eat it in one meal. So I don't want to eat it in one meal. If it's rich enough that half of it is for one meal. So that is my lunch bread. I'm gonna see how well it keeps it in a Ziploc bag until the next meal. This is my first time trying it. Now it's lunchtime. Let's see how my keto bread held up. I think it did amazing. It's bread. It's bread. That's what it is. Okay. And I have a tomato here. I'm gonna cut it on plastic. Slice on the bread. And I'm going to continue. And my mom used to make us tomato sandwiches. It wasn't usually like it was sometimes just Miracle Whip and tomatoes, but we usually had other things on it too, like American cheese, always American, always American. And okay. Okay. Now, I put some lettuce, which we had on occasion when we had a sandwich, bologna sandwich, or I mean tomato sandwich. Hey, honey. I want to put my lettuce inside. Bismillah. It did. It held up. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how it would work out, but it is fine. The texture is like the texture of almond flour usually is. Its texture is more like a whole grain bread. But when you eat keto, you don't eat grains because they have too many carbs. Grains have the kind of carbs that irritate IBS. So keto and paleo are kind of the same. Because paleo is grain-free. Only on keto, we're technically not supposed to eat potatoes, and most root vegetables have too many carbs, like potatoes and carrots and beets and sweet potatoes. When you're on keto, Some days you feel like you just need a little bit of carb. And when that happens, it's better to get it from potatoes or berries than it is from grains. And I really like this bread. I like how it stayed fresh in my Ziploc bag until lunchtime. I don't know if I could keep it more than a few hours. I've never tried keeping it in the refrigerator, but I make this bread in minutes in the microwave. I'd rather not store it long. It has egg and it has almond flour. It has things in it that is protein. The slice of cheese has another source of protein in there.
Mama.
Hmm?
Can you pause it?
So in a minute,
She just has to take like 2 more bites of the sandwich.
when I'm done eating, I'm going to take Zakia to pick up a friend. Inshallah, that's the plan. That was good. I had my Southern specialty with keto bread that I made in the microwave. Usually, the recipe is for 1 serving of bread in a mug, like mug cake. You can also make mug bread, but I found out that I can make it double the recipe and make it in a larger container and make real sandwiches out of it. Now, the texture is, like I said, it's just the texture of almond flour, but you can make a nice sandwich out of it. And in the past, I think my favorite way of toasting it is actually in the skillet, because the toaster made it a little bit dry and crumbly, more than I wanted it to be. So I think that in the future I will put the butter in the skillet and toast the bread in there instead of in the toaster. I think the texture would be better. So thanks for watching. Have a beautiful week. Stay blessed. Here's a little clip of some Dollar Tree finds I got yesterday. I got some more of these candy jars with lids. I finally found where they keep them in the store. In the past, I didn't look too much because I found one in a random spot laying around the store. This one I found in a random spot, and the one I bought earlier for my daughter, also I found it in a random spot, but hers didn't have a lid. So, but now I found that they are where the party supplies are, like where the paper plates and party wrapping paper and paper bags and things are, gift wrap, in that section with all the things that you use to make parties. And I got myself, whoops, I got myself some more of these scrunchies. These are my favorite because they don't break my hair. They're fuzzy and they stay. They don't fall out. They fall out if you keep them in 24 hours, but they don't slip out that easy. And I found this beautiful plush. I guess it's a makeup bag, but you can put whatever you want in it. It says for cosmetics. I don't use cosmetics, but it's pretty. It's has a washable surface on the inside. It's the same color as the plush on the outside. So I love it. I've seen people hauling different plush pouches like this, and I never found one that I thought I would want until I saw this one. And I can put my plush hair things in there. Plush things are soft, and it's like a fidget toy kind of, because the sensory experience of just rubbing it with your fingers is nice. And I also got this deep cleansing powder to clay mask. It contains bentonite and kaolin, I don't know. And it's for normal to combo skin. It's a large container, 13 ounces, for $1.25. I think that's a lot. It's for face and body. You mix it with water, and I guess you can make it into like a scrub or a mask or something, because it says for face and body. I guess I could sit in the bathtub and mud my whole, clean my whole self up, but that would be kind of interesting, I think. But I'm interested to try it. They had a lot on the bottom shelf at the Dollar Tree. That used to be a Walgreens over there on the corner of Sycamore View and Summer Avenue. So I'm pleased with finding that, and I'm pleased with this pouch, this little plush pouch, and I'm pleased to find the location where they hoard all of the beautiful little candy jars that you can use to make decor out of. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I should set it somewhere because it's cute and it's Halloween, and the kids look at it a lot and they like it, especially Zakia.